You want to find that drive and focus that has you locked in and on fire every single day? My book, The Mirror Motivation, will do it for you. I bought a copy for you. You take care of the shipping. The book is free. Click the link down there. I got you.
DreAllDay.com.
Baldwin, WorkOnMyGame.com, DreAllDay.com. Of course, we all know that hard work is an important aspect of success. You want to succeed, you got to work hard, put in more effort than everybody else, put in more time than everybody else, do what other people are not willing to do so you can have what other people don't have. But people need to understand that putting in hard work is like the second step in what you're going to do. The first step that comes before putting in a whole bunch of hard work is you got to choose wisely. You got to make a wise decision as to what you're going to work on and how you're going to do that work, and maybe who you're going to be dealing with when you're doing that work. All of those are really important factors that go into the work that you put in. And if you choose incorrectly or unwisely, let's not even say incorrect, but unwisely as far as what to actually work on, because you can put a whole lot of work into something that just isn't going to work for you, because it doesn't fit who and where you are. If you choose incorrectly about what kind of work you're going to do, so you can work really hard on something, but if you're working really hard on the wrong things, it's not going to produce the kind of ROI that it could had you put that same effort into something different in the same scope. And if you choose unwisely as to who you associate with, you choose the wrong friends, you might end up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Males and females, you choose the wrong partner, intimate partner in your life. You could end up with a whole lot of headaches that you could have avoided had you chosen somebody else. Maybe you made the choice for the wrong reasons. So choosing wisely is one of the most important aspects of, actually, let me go past that. Once you made the right choice, then that's when you put your foot on the gas. This is why I said this like 10 years ago, that there's the gas pedal and there's the steering wheel. A lot of people look for motivation, or they're trying to get inspired in their lives, and they find it and then they just press their foot on the gas pedal, but they haven't chosen as to where the hell they're going. It's like if you jumped in a car and you just pressed your foot on the gas without taking control of the steering wheel, you're probably going to be dead within a few seconds, because that car is not going to be going straight. It's not going to stay straight. There are these little tiny adjustments you're making when you're holding the steering wheel. Even when it feels like it's cruising, you still need to control that wheel, because if you let go, it's going to start veering off. You'll be off the road. You'll crash into a car coming the other way. You have to always be adjusting along the way, path adjusting as you're moving. If you don't choose wisely, you step on that gas but you don't control the steering wheel, you're going to crash into something, roll off of something, roll into something, and it's not going to be a good ending for you. You control the steering wheel first. Okay, once I put my foot on this gas, this is the direction I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go this direction. I'm gonna keep it straight so I can go this direction. Then you put your foot on the gas. A lot of people make really bad choices as far as what they're gonna work hard on, because they haven't taken assessment of who the hell they are. This is a really big one, especially when you're younger. This is a big one, who you are. Because when you're maybe in your teens, you might not know who you are yet. You haven't fully explored yourself. And you can't explore on the internet. You got to explore actually moving your feet, moving your physical body to different places and seeing what's out there in the world, seeing what talks to you, seeing what speaks to you. That's the first thing that you got to do, so you know who you are. Then you got to figure out where you're going to put your work in. Where does it make the most sense for me to do what I want to do in this space? Even once you choose a space, you could choose basketball as your thing, but maybe you're not going to play in the NBA or play overseas. Maybe you can make YouTube videos. Maybe you can be a trainer. Maybe you can be you could help people with their mindset. Maybe you could be a sports psychologist. Nowadays when it comes to mindset, you have mental health experts. Like, I'm pretty sure pretty soon every NBA team is going to have mental health experts on staff as full-time employees. Maybe that could be the thing that you do if that's what you want to do. Maybe you could be an analyst. Maybe you could be a coach, work in the front office. Maybe you could work your way up and be a general manager and stay in basketball even if you don't make it as a player. It's choosing wisely where it makes sense for you, instead of you putting 5 years into trying to make it as a player when the writing was already on the wall from the beginning. As soon as you put the keys in the ignition, that probably wasn't going to happen. And I'm not saying writing on the walls and somebody else told you. I'm saying as if you knew yourself that it wasn't going to happen. The challenge that a lot of us have, especially us males, and especially those of you who are into mindset and motivation and mental toughness, is that we are conditioned to believe that it's weak to quit, that it's weak to walk away, that it's weak to say, this is not the thing for me, this one's not going to work out, but I could do it that way. A lot of men are too insecure to admit this one's not going to work, so I'm going to do something different. And we're conditioned that way. It's not because there's something wrong with you character-wise. It's just that we're taught that the man is supposed to keep fighting and keep going and never give up, and you can make it. And then every once in a while, when there's that 1 in 10 million story of the person who it seemed like nothing was going to work out for them, at least according to the story, and then things worked out, what does that do? It gets spread around, it goes viral, and everybody's like, oh, that mean I got to keep going. That mean I got to say, I can't quit. I can't give up the fight. I got to keep going. I could be the next one of that 1 in the 10 million person. I could be the next person. The next 10 million. And then we fool ourselves, we make unwise choices, and we fool ourselves into thinking if we just keep doing it, we're going to be the next one. But understand, exceptions exist because rules exist. Whenever you hear about someone becoming the exception to the rule, understand that's the reason why the rule is the rule. The fact that there are exceptions is the reason why we have the rule, so that you can look at it. If you were able to remove your emotions from a situation and look at it objectively, you can see, okay, so 10 million people try this and 1 succeeded. All right, what are the chances that I'm the 1 out of that 10 million? Most of us, not even gonna say most of us, but many of us, when we have very strong egos, but we also are not very secure within ourselves, we are not able to look at ourselves objectively and say, you know what, I'm probably not gonna be 1 in 10 million. So how about I take the safer bet, the 99.9% bet, and try to be one of the, 9,999,999. It's probably a pretty good chance I'll end up that one of those instead of the 1 in 10 million. But again, everybody thinks they're going to become the exception. A lot of people don't want to listen to the rules because a lot of people they don't choose wisely. That's the whole point of what I'm talking about here in this message. So I want you to think about the choices that you're making. Think about the choices that you've already made. Look at where you're at in your career, in your life, your relationships, your whatever, and ask yourself, where did I make bad choices? Where did I not even think about my choice before I started doing things? Where was a choice made for me and I never even considered the fact that a choice was made for me? And how and when and where can I start making better choices right now? Work on your game. Dre all